Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing that?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
we definitely are.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
How was your weekend, my love?
This weekend was trash. As most of my friends know, my birthday was Tuesday.
Ow.
But it was horrible. So I don't even feel like talking about it. Fuck United. The end.
Yeah. I can honestly say that my weekend was not any better. Super trash. Yeah, it was horrible. Mom's in the hospital. Saturday, still in there now. So yeah, trashy weekend. But here we are. We made it.
Maybe something was in retrograde, and so it just fucked up everybody.
I know it gotta be. We gotta something better gotta be coming because it's been a lot of people saying that this was a rough ass week. Like a couple of people was like, "Yo, trash ass week." So I don't feel bad. It has to be like something has to be better. But I'm happy because we're back here talking to you guys.
Yay!
Another week, and the Chatty Pattys are back, and we are happy that you guys tuned in. We are now on episode 4.
4.
We are in this bitch. So this week we're going to talk about feuding friends, which I am sure a lot of y'all out there know a lot about.
Before we start,
yes,
disclaimer.
So any person that we talk about on this podcast today is a fictional character. Any resemblance of anyone in real life is purely coincidental. We are not talking about anybody. So don't come hitting us up, emailing us, texting us, calling us, talking about, oh, you was talking about me on your podcast. No, the fuck we wasn't. We talking about random shit that, yeah, whatever.
That applies to anyone.
It could apply to anyone. It could be on these shows. So please don't be feeling yourself and call us because like, bloop, bloop, we're not doing it. So don't try to sue us, talk about defamation of character, because guess what? No, we wasn't talking about you. Fictional characters, leave us the fuck alone. So that's the disclaimer. The end. That's it. We don't want to hear it. Don't hit none of us up. Don't post nothing on our Instagram. Matter of fact, this is a good segue. How about y'all go ahead and go to Instagram and follow us on the Chatty Pattys. Go ahead and hit us up on Twitter at the Chatty Pattys. We gonna go ahead and we starting to, do our little live tweeting thing. We posting. So go ahead and follow us and stay up to date and comment and interact with us as our ratchet shows come on and different things that happen throughout the week.
But don't hit us on no bullshit.
Don't hit me up on no bullshit. Don't DM us. Don't do none of that because you're gonna get blocked or you're gonna get clowned. One or the other. So look, don't.
Just clown because we need some followers.
That's true. Let me stay humble. let me stay humble.
Yeah.
So feuding friends. When we talk about feuding friends, for those of y'all who have more than one friend, I hope you guys out there aren't single friend having people. But sometimes I know in life you can find yourself in the middle of friends not fucking with each other. Like whether it's a small little, little cat fight where they fussing or like big ass blowouts where they like, don't have me in the room with this bitch because like I'm a steal her ass. Like don't have me around her. Either way, we're at the age now that we've been caught in the middle of some type of feuding friends back and forth.
So what prompted this topic, not any of you.
No.
Actually, I don't know why you haven't caught up on the show yet, but the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I know I'm so trash. I'm so behind.
I mean, it's over and everything.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, Jesus.
So I guess I need to binge watch.
For sure. So I'm gonna just go over this. Like, it doesn't exactly correlate to our topic, but kinda. So, anywho, much like all of these other reality shows, none of these bitches are friends in real life for real.
Right.
They're placed in these situations with people they don't like for our entertainment.
For sure.
So one of the chicks, Giselle, was dating this man named Sherman. I hate that name. I hope none of you ever name your sons that, because that's
Sherman,
trash.
Sherman.
I really hate that name. But so Giselle, who's a Virgo, I just have to put that out there.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
She has haters, you know how y'all do. But she's all the shade. I can hear it.
You hear it over here?
I do. So she was dating this man named Sherman, and so two of the ladies who don't like her decided to invite Sherman's ex-wife to a couple of events. So I don't know if these girls were really friends with the ex-wife. They sure as hell ain't really friends with Giselle, or else
They
they
was
wouldn't
just
have
being messy.
So that's what I'm saying. This doesn't exactly apply, because in this situation, they were definitely just being messy. But
Right.
it made me think about another situation where, someone we know,
Hypothetically, no.
yes, someone we know that may not like someone that's in the group that's around.
Right.
So my thinking was like, well, how do you handle that? Because in that situation, like on the show, like I said, that was just messy. But if you look at any of the shows, like even on Love and Hip Hop right now, a lot of them ain't banging with a lot of them. But they
A1
always
is beefing with everybody right now.
I'm behind on that though.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up, and I didn't talk about that one. But
I'm just saying how it made me think about how we move when we're in situations where our friend invites a friend that we don't really fucking care for.
At the end of the day, you got to be Switzerland. If you caught in the middle of some friends fighting, let me preface this: good friends, because I say it like this, and you can call me what you want, but at the end of the day, I'm a loyal person. I'm a Leo, and we know for being loyal. So. I'm sorry. There must have been some technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I thought I heard Shay being shady. It definitely was some technical difficulty. So look, I feel like you need to be loyal in the situation. If it is a friend that is beefing with another friend that's like newer to the group and you're not that tight with them, I know how I'm gonna carry it. I'm gonna rock with my friend who I've been friends with longer. That's just what it is. But if it is two really close friends and I equally love y'all and bang with y'all the same, then I'm Switzerland. Like, see nothing, hear nothing, leave me the fuck alone. Y'all work y'all shit out. If it gets to the point where it's like super crazy, then maybe I might give advice. But like, I don't even want to put myself in the middle, because let me tell you something. I've been in this situation more than I would like. Like, I'm serious. And I don't even consider myself having a large group of friends. Like, I have a good circle, and then like I have a really close core of friends. And then I have a nice outer core of friends that are like, I have my niggas and my bitches. That's my core. Then I have like my
your
folks.
fun friends.
Yeah. So, but like between that core and that immediate outer circle, like I have been in situations more than I would want to be where friends was beefing, and it was the most uncomfortable shit. I've also been in situations where I was beefing or not speaking to it, because I don't want to say beefing, because beefing is like, if I see you on site, I'm gonna fight you. So I don't want to say beefing, but like I was not speaking to, or we was not banging with each other, and like I'm sure my other friends felt a certain kind of way.
Right.
So
let's start with you being a person that's in between the two friends. Then we'll move into when you're the person that's just like, I don't like that bitch.
So for me, personal experiences where I'm actually the one that's caught in the middle.
This is how you would react hypothetically.
Hypothetically, because this shit hypothetically happened and nothing. Yeah, I don't know. So I had two hypothetical friends that that we hypothetically used to hang out all the time. I actually met one from the other hypothetically, and used to hang out for years. And you know, I am one of those people that like I don't like new. That sounds bad. I like meeting
You don't
people,
like new. You don't
but
like new
I don't
friends.
like. No, that sounds bad. So I'm very skeptical when new people come into my life. That's a good way to put it.
Yes, we know that, Regina. Carry on.
You are the Regina George. Don't do that. This podcast is not about to be about this mean
It's
girl.
not.
Okay,
It's not.
it's
It's
not.
not.
So I'm very skeptical when new people come in. I'm a very personable person. Like I'm not for the most part shady unless you give me reason to be, and then like you're catching it left and right, like it's you're just doing it. But I my walls are up because I've been shit on a lot in the past, especially with female friends. So I gotta have my guard up. Like I'll be cool with you. Like we can kick it, we can drink, we can party. Like everybody knows you see me in the club, you see me at a lounge, you come to my house party, I will turn up with you. But to refer to me or me to refer to you as a friend, it's gonna take some time.
Right.
But I actually was introduced to this hypothetical person from this other hypothetical person, and we hung out all the time. Like we would go to the club. We would go back to when it was who was it? Before it was Love, it was
Dream.
Dream.
Yes.
Like back in them days. Like I mean like all that park happy hours on Thursday. Like
This
literally.
is in DC for the people that are not familiar with the DC area.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm talking like y'all around the corner, but yeah, in the District of Columbia, these are different places that we would hypothetically frequent a lot. And like, long story short, like those two had like a really bad falling out, and I was just like, so I guess I'm rocking with you, aka the hypothetical person that I had been friends with longer, that I had just met through this other person, and I'm like kind of, yeah, I'm rocking with you. If you're not fucking with her, then why am I calling her asking her how her day was? Like,
So you cut the other joint off.
so let me say,
It ain't no good that bitch.
no, I was actually the sucker in this situation, and I don't know why, but like I kind of like slowly did the like, you know, like the Homer meme where he backing into the bushes slowly. That was me. I was like, all right, so she hit me up, like I'll respond, but I'll keep it short. Then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm not hitting you up at all. Okay, well if she hit me up, like, you know, I like slowly but surely. And then out of the blue, because at this point, like we hadn't talking forever, she invited us to a baby shower, like both of us, and I'm just like, so bitch, does she know that you don't fuck with her? Because it's literally been a year since y'all fell out. And this is hypothetical because yeah. So long story short, my other hypothetical friend still to this day does not talk to this other hypothetical friend, and me and the other one are like distant friends. Like we still follow each other on social media. We might like a couple pictures, but we ain't talking on the phone type shit. Like literally the last time I hypothetically saw this hypothetical person was at my hypothetical baby shower for my first child. So,
oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
So that was a situation where I was kind of caught in the middle of where two friends was feuding. Another situation that's kind of hypothetical about a friend that we know, where it was a friend that definitely we have an established friendship with, and we love this person, and a newer hypothetical person was brought into the mix, and yeah, and the person is
doing the
cool
most.
but doing the most. And our friend is not here for the fuck shit. And our friend, if you think the Chatty Pattys don't have a filter, this friend, Jesus Louise.
Oh Lord.
We literally have to put the muzzle on this friend, this hypothetical friend. Cause yeah, like we literally have to talk them off the ledge to not go the fuck in, because apparently this newer hypothetical friend doesn't know what the fuck to say out their mouth.
Friend of y'all's.
Yeah, I know.
Shady.
Look, I told you about friendship. Like I'm this hypothetical person because it takes me a while to befriend, become for you to become a friend, I should say. So we haven't hit that mark yet. You're just too new. Like you're still smelling like Similac in this friendship circle. So yeah. So this person is really not, and it's on some like, this person got one more time and I'm going to fuck in.
Yeah.
So that is a very uncomfortable situation because I'm just like, I want to keep the peace, but at the same time, I'm just like, y'all grown. Like, if
Right.
y'all gonna cuss each other out, scrap it out, just make sure y'all don't do it in my house. Like, the last time, yeah, that's too much information. But look, the next, look, y'all just gonna have to scrap it out because y'all grown, and I'm not a mediator. Like, I try to be, but at the end of the day, y'all grown.
And we be drunk most of the time when the two of
Look,
them are together. So, I
look,
mean, nobody has time.
look, you adding all type of headaches and problems, and then you sprinkle some Hennessy and tequila
Yeah.
on it, and it's all bad. So it can be an uncomfortable situation because I just want to be kumbaya. I want us to get along, have fun, do ratchet shit with my friends. Like, that's what I want to do. So
Right.
when it comes to a point where, which is natural, like everybody is not going to get along, then it can kind of become, like, let me stay out of it. But like, you know how friends can do, they going to vent to you and you kind of find yourself in the middle, which technically is like another subject. But like when friends date friends, like
Oh,
I'm
wait. Ooh. Let's bring it back. We got to get there. We got to baby
okay.
step
Oh,
there.
that's another, okay. That's a whole nother topic.
We got to
So
babysit there. So we want to
yeah,
go through this chain first, because girl,
chain of reaction
it's a whole bundle of fuck shit.
for sure.
So for me and my hypothetical situation,
Mm-hmm.
um, I have a group of friends that I met as like kids, like elementary, middle, high school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I want us all to get along.
For sure.
But these hypothetical friends, some of them just don't bang with each other. And at this point, I'm no longer forcing that.
Right.
So for me, it gets awkward because when I do certain things, I don't invite everybody because I just don't even want to deal with
the drama.
Yeah. So I find myself explaining why, I didn't invite person A to something versus person B. And it's just like, well, for one, everybody doesn't even like I have, my friends are super different. The ones outside of the friends that we share anyway. So they don't all like the same things anyway. But sometimes they get in their feelings and I'm like, well, I invited such and such. That's why I didn't invite you. And then this hypothetical friend in particular will be like, well, I mean, I'm grown. I can handle it. But bitch, you couldn't handle it in the past. So
what makes me think that you done changed now?
Yeah, like it just makes it uncomfortable for everybody, makes it awkward. So I'm just kind of like, no thanks.
Right.
I'm not a mediator. I don't want to be in the middle of it. Don't tell me nothing about you not liking my other friend. Like, I'm very just like,
You're not trying to be Switzerland. You just like keep me out of it.
just
Don't
keep
ask, don't
me
tell.
out of it. If you tell me why, like initially when you're like, I don't like your friend because of this, I may be like, oh, well, she is kind of a bitch. Or I may be like, no, you got her pegged wrong. But I mean,
That's about it. You getting out of you.
After that, I'm just like, how are you? Like, is this like, I just don't bang with her? Or is this just like, fuck this bitch? Because then, depending on the situation, like if it's a large group setting, then everybody can come because you can find a way to avoid
Stay
that
your
person.
ass over there.
Right. But if it's kind of intimate and you like, nah, fuck that bitch, I hate her, then it's like, okay, one of y'all.
I'm gonna have to choose who the fuck coming. Right.
So
you gotta kind of mediate the environment, because if it's to that level of not fucking each other, then you like, I don't even want y'all around each other because you're gonna mess up the mood or the vibe or whatever we doing.
Right. Exactly. So I would love to hear how you act when you are the friend that is making another friend uncomfortable because you don't like one of their friends.
So, I don't even think that I can say hypothetical because I think a lot of my close friends even know about this situation. But long story short, me and one of my very dear close friends, I love her to death. And this is no shade. So if you hear this podcast, I'm not talking bad about you. I love you. I'm just telling a story, my bae. So it was a misunderstanding. Oh, no, it wasn't a misunderstanding. It was, anyway, let me just tell the story. So, you know how over years you have like jokes with people. Like, say the joke is, Shay, you so clumsy. Like every time you do X, Y, and Z, girl, like you just be clumsy. You always falling. You always tripping or whatever it is. Like, you know, it's
Right.
like a little joke. And it might be within your whole circle of friends. Like it's just like a little jokey joke.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it was like this ongoing joke with me and my friend, my close friend, and our like little circle of friends. And something happened where that inside joke came up again. Like let's just keep it as clumsy because I'm not going to tell exactly what happened, but like say it was her being clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
And like she called me and was like, "Girl, you know I done fell again. Up here being clumsy." So I'm laughing and joking like, "Girl, that's crazy as I don't know what. Like that's wild as I don't know what. But like you good? Like you tripping? Like you fine?" "Yeah, I'm good." Blah blah. I'm like, "All right, well call me and let me know." My dumb ass didn't hang my phone up all the way, and I'm talking to like a coworker at my job that I'm really cool with, and it's like, "What happened? Everything cool?" I was like, "Yeah, my friend, you know she clumsy," or not, you know, because they don't know. I'm
Right.
like, "Yeah, my friend clumsy or whatever, stay tripping or whatever and fail, but like she good." The friend heard the whole conversation, called back and pretty much cussed me the fuck out and was like, "Don't be fucking talking about me behind my back." And I'm like, "Well, babe, I wasn't talking behind your back because everything that I said to this person, I have
I've said
definitely
to
said to
you.
your face."
Right.
Well, I don't think that they took it that way. My friend was basically like, "I don't know that person, and it came off like you was talking shit or you was making fun of my situation about me being clumsy. So like, fuck you, like you fake as fuck." Like, I don't know if those are the exact words, but like we went back and forth and like literally on some real shit, we did not talk for years after that. Years.
That's
We did not
crazy.
talk. Like years and years. Like so.
Jesus.
And just the preference. No, I'm not gonna say because it's gonna give the person away. I was about to say they sign, but like we are very similar. So look,
There's that.
there's that. So like we went to a function together, a very big function, and a whole bunch of our friends were there. And so we're all standing around, and in my mind, I'm just like, "Oh, this bitch gonna speak to me," because like we all right here, like you shit can't like still be holding this grudge about this joint. Real live,
Did not
act
speak.
like act like I was a stranger. So I talked to my other friend, like, and it takes a lot for my feelings to be hurt on some like genuine, like, damn, I'm hurt. But like I was really hurt, and I was talking to another friend. And you gotta add alcohol in there too, because I was super emotional, and I like low key was crying in the cut, like. So
You were
she looked.
crying?
Like, I was drunk, bro. Like, but yes, I did. I was talking to my friend, and I was just like, "Yo." She literally like looked at me like she didn't even know who I was and like didn't speak to me. Like I can't believe like she was really beefing with me like that. And it made it real uneasy for our mutual friends because they want to turn it with both of us. Like both of us
Right.
are really cool, we fun people. So they just like, "Yo, we here, we ready to like, you know, turn up. We got this joint in the corner crying drunk. The other one just like, man, fuck her. Like, I'm not about to be fake around this bitch. I ain't talking to her. Woo doo woo. And I know our friends had to be so uncomfortable because nobody wants to pick sides because they fuck with both of us. But like, you know, I kind of felt some friends were just like, "All right, well, I talk to this one more, so I'm gonna go make sure this one okay." Or,
Right.
"All right, well, she is crying and I bang with her, so let me like it." I know it was super awkward for our friends. Long story short, I made the initial contact another probably year later. I know, another year later, and I was like, and I'm gonna take it back on how long ago this was. Like I was on instant messenger on my sidekick.
Oh,
That's how long ago it was.
okay.
And saw the little green bubble because I didn't delete her off my messenger because I felt that it wasn't that serious. But obviously she thought that what I did was like fucked up. And I saw her little green bubble and I was like, "Hey girl, hey, like you still not talking to me?" Like trying to make it real light. And honey, I must have called her in a good mood because we had a long conversation about everything and talked everything out. I apologize because I'm like, I never want to offend none of my friends. In my mind, like if I feel like I'm right, I usually stick to my guns. But to have a friend not speak to me for that long and
Right.
to, you know, carry it like that when we see each other in person, like I know I must have really done something to offend you. And so I apologize. We cool now, love babe, we talk, like everything is cool now. But to wrap this whole long story up, like I know our mutual friends, like it had to be so uneasy because both of us are strong personalities. Like I swear we will go to the grave with grudges, but like this was an actual friend that I cared about, that I didn't want to lose their friendship. So it really hurt me. It wasn't a situation I'm just like, oh well, F that B.
Right.
Like, oh well. Like I and that's just one instance. Like I have
I was gonna say that is such a sweet story because my story, I didn't like that bitch from the beginning. Actually, no, I didn't.
I like how this story starts. I didn't like that bitch from the beginning.
No. I had to bring that back. I didn't know her from the beginning. Actually, I didn't feel any kind of way about her. So you know how friends just swear up and down you're gonna get along great with their other friend that you don't know, and that shit can go either way. Right. You either really hit it off, or you usually just really fucking don't.
Right.
So, let me preface this story with most of this shit in this story is hella petty because most of this shit happened in high school. Like, what the fuck? So, and this is not hypothetical because I don't like this bitch in real life. So, there's that.
I'm asleep.
So, I have a friend who, you know, I've been cool with since middle school. I moved though, and we remained in contact. And, you know, she got her another little close friend, and they was hanging out, you know, and that's fine because I lived in a different state. But she was like, you know, I think you'll really get along with her. Like, y'all have similar personalities, which is fucking false. But, yeah, I think y'all would be cool. So the first time I meet her is at her party that she's having at her house. So I go there with our mutual friend. Introduce myself to her, say hello to her mother, who was in attendance at the party, not like in the cut somewhere, but like in the mix, neither here nor there. And everything was cool. The party was in like one section of the house, and I had walked out because back then, even though I was in high school, I definitely smoked cigarettes. So I had went out in the backyard to smoke. And there was some guy back there, and he was trying to shoot his shot. And back then, I didn't know how to nicely decline. So I probably was like, nigga, you ugly shit. Like, I probably was rude. You know what I'm saying?
It was probably rude as hell,
I'm not even going to lie. I probably was hella rude. So, of course, this created tension between me and the dude. And so, like, the mom came out, and the mom was, like, defending the dude. And I was like, well, listen, I declined. And, like, he kept going. So, at that point, you know, no fucks. Basically, that's where I was at. So that night ends. I don't even see the girl. Me and our mutual friend, we leave or whatever. So fast forward, like maybe a year later, I date this random guy, like not my boyfriend, not smashing him or anything like that, but you know, we hung out a couple times, and then never talked to that guy again. 2 years later, yes, this is like a decade long situation. So like 2 years later, my mutual friend is like, hey, do you remember that random dude that used to live in Anna? Well, yeah, he's dating the girl. So I was like, oh, that's what's up. Like, I don't give a fuck at this point. So my mutual friend is like, yeah. And she doesn't like you. I was like, well, why? And to this day, nobody can explain to me why, because the reason has changed so many different times.
She's Louise. Like, so, I don't like you.
Yeah. So in the beginning, because, you know, my friend wanted to hang out with both of us, I really would try, and like almost every time we would see each other, I would be like, so like, what's the issue? Because I really don't even know what I did wrong. So like, let me know, because I'm not trying to beef. I don't have no reason to beef with you. So like, I'm just trying to have fun.
Right.
She said it has something to do with the dude at the party, even though at this point it was like 4 years. 4 years had passed. Nobody even remembered dude's name, but this rubbed her the wrong way. And not only
because you like turned some dude down.
Not only that, but she wasn't actually present. Her mother was. So whatever she
off some hearsay, my J.
Listen.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck?
So then I found out like the dude that she was dating, like she used to ask him mad questions about me, and I'm like, me and him weren't even like serious. We hung out a couple times, but it wasn't even like we were in a relationship or anything. So she was like mad insecure about that. Because at the time I was hella skinny, and she was not, or I mean, she was not like fat, but I mean,
she wasn't you
at the time, because right now, karma.
shut up.
Yeah, so she used to just make all these comparisons, and this is what I'm hearing from like our mutual friend, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy because I don't even know this bitch. I only like deal with her when I'm with you, and so at this point, I'm getting annoyed because it's like I'm trying to keep the peace for you, but like I'm really starting
I'm
to
about to take it there.
right. So I only briefly remember this night. My friends filled me in uh with the rest. But basically, the mutual friend, she had moved away, but she come back up in the area to visit. She came with her then boyfriend. And we were at her hotel pre-gaming. We were going to go to Velocity 5 or V5 in Centerville. Because I'm serious. I want you to know
Who the person is.
who
You
I'm
giving
talking
up
about.
all the context clues. There is no hypothetical in this
Yes.
story.
Because I feel like somehow, even though she hates me, she low-key gonna be listening at some point.
Ooh.
But anywho, so yeah, so we're pre-gaming or whatever, and I was super drunk, like to the point where it probably wasn't best for me to drive.
Mm.
Uh, one of the friends didn't have no license, another friend didn't. It was just a lot going on, and
Right.
it was like the only sober person was the girl that I don't like.
Mm.
And the only vehicle, for whatever reason, was mine.
Oh.
I don't know how this happened. Like this is what I'm saying. I don't really remember. But what my tall friend that said
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
was that I was just like, all right, bitch, here's my keys. Get us there or something like that.
Yeah, you was drunk.
Yeah. So somehow I end up in the back seat. Don't know, like when I hear this story, I'm like, so not only did I have some bitch I don't like driving my car, but then I'm
I
in the
was in
back
the
seat
back
of
of
my
my
own
own
car.
car.
Like, how that work?
Definitely
So
was toasted.
at some point, I was like, I gotta throw up, and everybody was like, well, can you make it there, or do you need us to pull over? So I can't remember if we did pull over or not. But what I do know is that I was told that I sat up and I was like, I cannot believe that this bitch is driving my car. I don't even like her.
Oh my gosh, a drunk person will have a sore tongue.
Then when we got to V5, I got out the car. I stuck my finger down my throat, threw up, and then I proceeded to have a great night. But she did not ride back home with us
Because of what
because
you said.
I guess I offended her. But I have pictures of that night, and it looked like I had a really good time. So I don't think that I gave a fuck.
You was not giving no fucks because you got to your location safely.
Yes.
You hit the reset button and you
And
was
I was
ready to
good to go.
party.
My mutual friend has since never had her and I in the same event because I just no longer can do it to this day. No one can clearly explain to me what her
Like
issue
what the
was.
beef is. Right.
So it's fuck her for life. In
Yikes.
other situations, usually though, it's just like unless someone has really done something where I want to fight them, I can be in the same space. I'm
Right.
just not going to deal with them. But like with
Right.
her, because no one can give me a real reason as to what the issue is, like, no, we're done.
Right. Because we at this age now where like if you're not going to like everybody that your friends like, and you might be in a situation where they're going to be around, so you don't have to like them, but we can coexist. Like
Right.
we can be in the same room or whatever and deal with each other, but not, we don't have to speak and be like, hey girl, hey, but like we can coexist. Like as long as our mutual friend is staying neutral, then ain't no beef.
But what I'm not going to do, you're not going to be throwing your little slick remarks over on the
Mm-mm.
side I'm just not doing that. Like, if
No, because that's like asking for it. Like, that's like poking a bear. Like, when you're feuding or like not banging with somebody, like, it's one thing to just like, look, we just, our personalities, it don't mesh and we just can't be around. But when you doing it, like, I'm talking shit and I'm poking, like, you try and make me jump up out of character and like whoop your ass at this point.
right.
Like, all the subliminals, all the like talking shit behind my back, even though we older. This old facade is only going to hold up for so long. I'm going to turn back into
For
my
sure.
20s at some point and like give you what the fuck you're asking for at this point.
And that's just the bottom black ass line, because I can tell you, I will try. I really would, just like I tried in this situation. But bitch, let me tell you, it'll be 2012 all over again. It'll just be madness. So, there's that.
Yeah, it's definitely situations where like even on different shows where like people have like you said you wasn't caught up, so I'm not gonna go too deep in it, but the whole A1 and Safari on Love and Hip Hop, like, how far are you in there? Because I don't want to give you any spoilers and go too deep into it. So what have you seen?
I definitely didn't see this week, and I don't know for sure if I saw last week's episode.
Ma'am, you are 2 weeks behind.
I'm behind on everything. Like, because of my shitty week and that shitty place. And then since I've been home, I've been running around, so I haven't been able to catch up on TV. I'm hoping this weekend I can do all that. But yeah,
sit down and catch up on everything.
Last week was the MTV Awards, right?
Yes.
So no, then I did watch last week. I did watch last week's. I just didn't watch this week.
So tell me what the last thing what happened, because I don't want to say the last thing that I remember that happened. You'd be like, oh, bitch, I didn't see that.
What,
so
A1?
Yeah, the whole A1 and Lyrica Safari bullshit. Like, what was the last thing you saw?
Safari, I don't even know if he was in last week's episode, but at this point, Safari, Lyrica and A1 were still beefing because of that, and so Lyrica went to the studio with that corny dude, and then he's so corny
for sure.
And so then they was at the club, and the argument didn't even have nothing to do with the corny dude, but somehow he jumped in there, and A1 and his pearls was about to jump over the couch. So that was the last episode I saw.
I think that is like the last episode or last week's episode.
Yeah, that's last week's episode, but I didn't see this week's, and I'm probably when we finish this, I'm going to bed.
I honestly don't think that A1 and Rockstar are no real friends. Like, we can kind of put them in feud and friends, but I don't think they real friends, even though they say on the show, like, yeah, we go way back, blah, blah.
Just because know somebody don't mean y'all friends.
Exactly, because Rockstar seems super messy. Like, it seemed like low-key he been wanting Lyrica for a minute, and maybe he's salty that she ended up with A1. As far as this A1 and Safari shit, I am so hoping that it comes out that like Safari is just being an asshole and nothing happened. But like, would Safari be that damn petty to smash his friend's wife? Like, because I know, like, when Lyrica was talking to her mom, like, her mom was kind of being messy and was like, you did say that Safari sent you that inappropriate text. And then it kind of came out that, like, he accidentally sent the little piece.
Just like he accidentally leaked it to the internet.
I mean, but look, that man just got paid millions.
And, I mean, thanks. Because
you did.
I enjoyed it. Hope JT's not listening, because
so stupid. But look, soon everybody across America and the world can enjoy it, because he just teamed over the sex line.
Did he?
Yes, he just so I read online.
Are they making a model?
Yes, ma'am. He just got a couple $1 million deal off that. Like, they about to make a little replica joint.
Y'all
from what
bitches'
I'm reading.
walls is about to be loose.
2019 men ain't feeling nothing. Y'all be like, what the hell happened?
Y'all better not go out there and get Safari little model. Jesus.
He posted something on Instagram and was like, yeah, all of y'all that was clowning me about my situation, I got the last laugh.
Is it gonna have that little link? Not mine.
Ma'am, I do not know. I don't work for that company. And I'm not personal friends with Safari. I cannot give you that information. Okay. I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. We are talking about Feuding Friends, y'all.
I'm just saying, JT is going to be on deployment for 7 months. So.
So you going online being like, so when are these out for purchase?
All I'm
You
saying
said
is, if they are available like April of next year, then it was meant to be. So
you like pre-sales, where they at?
like the Beyonce tickets
Ma'am,
ready, hit a
look,
refresh.
I need the Safari Hive code for
Hey, dog.
discount.
Our little male followers about to be like, these.
All right, pause. Pause. Fast forward to the end of this episode.
My bad, y'all. Back to
My bad. So look, another famous friendship that we have seen in the public eye, and they're actually, I believe, still feuding, or maybe they're keeping their shit low. Jay and Kanye. So we know. You're not a Kanye fan because you got super quiet. You're not fucking with him. Even you got super quiet.
Kanye is just such a disappointment, so he's canceled.
So look, I feel like Kanye has been on fuck shit for a while, but I am still rooting for. I don't know, like I must be soft because like I still like Kanye, and I just feel like he's never been the same since his mom died, and like I think he's been masking his depression, and then he got with a Kardashian and all types of stuff, and I just think like he's fucking at this point he needs some good black friends and a counselor, like for real, like he's doing shit that's just like, and that's a whole nother topic. Like
it is, because I was gonna say I'm hella sensitive to everyone that's depressed. We'll dig into that in a later episode.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be another episode because we got the most to talk about that.
However, I've been trying to rock with Kanye for years. I was still sticking by him through a lot of his shenanigans, but this year. This year, I was.
He said,
like,
"You still sticking with me after this, Shay? This one? What about this?"
And no shade, I have not listened to his new album. I didn't listen to the one with Cuddy, and I didn't listen. The only reason why I listened to anything Kanye related is because of the artist that it was attached to. Like I wanted to hear Push's album, I wanted to hear Tiana's album, and I wanted to hear Nas's album. But I mean.
Him, you like, no, I can't support it.
No, that song that anytime he's even on one of the songs on the album, that song is automatically not even getting listened to. And when I do listen to like, oh Kanye, Jesus, it's just,
it makes you sad.
It does, because
you miss him.
I miss Kanye, like the black Kanye. I don't know what's happening with him. This MAGA Kanye that we're getting, y'all can
You can have him.
Yeah.
You put him in the trash, in a recycling bin.
Make Kanye black again. That's what the fuck he need to be wearing on his head. All right.
Okay. Whole nother topic. But Jay-Z and Kanye beefing, the whole situation where like they literally went from like, not really, I don't want to say idolizing, but like Kanye like literally looked up to him and they was like super close friends. And then like he goes on a whole ass rant on the stage, which I'm sure like, you know, niggas is used to Kanye's antics and shit. And it was like even quoted that Jay-Z was like, you know, we've gone through bigger shit in the past, but like when you start bringing my family into it, now we got a problem. It's like you done went on stage and not only are you like, oh, fuck Jay-Z or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like you talking about the man kid, his wife, and he's just like, all right, now we got a problem. Like, I get the whole thing, like, all right, I'm salty, like, my good friend didn't come to my wedding, I was getting married, but, like, now that we didn't know then why he didn't show up. I honestly, when it first happened, I was like, Jay-Z and Beyonce not showing up because they know Kim and Kanye gonna have the most cameras, and they the most private people. They don't want to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so they not showing up to the wedding. But now, fast forward to now, we know the reason is, listen to Lemonade, that them niggas was not fucking with each other. They literally was beefing. So Jay-Z is like, how the fuck first of all, how I look coming to your wedding by myself? That's one. Because everybody gonna know something must be going on. Number two, Beyonce is not about to bring her ass to no wedding to save face with me to your goddamn wedding. Like, I'm trying to fix my shit over here. We got, at that point, they had one kid. We got a whole ass kid and a family that we try and keep together. And you mad at me because I didn't come to your goddamn wedding with Jaden Smith in his Batman suit? Like, no, sir.
I forgot about that.
Sir. We are not in attendance. I'm trying to get my life together. Like, I'm about to I'm about to go Eric Benet, and I'm trying to fix this shit.
But
Like, what do
see,
you mean?
I don't feel like that is even a good example, to be honest, because I feel like if they were real friends,
He
then
will
he would
understand.
have already knew all that, and he would have kind of figured that, or he would have asked like, "Hey, so I know y'all got a lot going on. Are you coming or what?" Like, you
Or
know what I'm
no.
saying? If you
Right.
want to use like two people that were friends that fell out and may be putting other people in a sticky situation, you want to use
Him and Dame.
celebrities, that's where I was going with it. Because
Yeah.
that shit, niggas was definitely choosing sides
For
when
sure.
that
But
shit
I
fell
think a
out.
lot of niggas didn't fuck with him because from what I know, and I could be wrong, so don't come hitting us up talking about that's not the real situation why they stopped talking like y'all got it wrong.
About to
I'm
give us a hip
saying,
hop lesson from
right.
94 on and shit.
Please don't school me about hip hop history because look, let me tell you something. I'm just letting you know from what I've read and what I remember. I'm old, so my memory might be bad. So I'm thinking it's because Jay and Dame started out together. Like they
Mm-hmm.
started Rockefeller, like they was out on the streets. They made something from nothing. And then I think a lot of executives was in Jay's ear and was like, look, you need to leave them and like go on your own, branch out, blah, blah, blah. And Jay like was going for the money and like left his niggas that like he started with, which is Dame and everybody else. I think, and I don't know if that's not true, but I thought that was where the whole fallout was from because Dame is like, well, goddamn, like I'm your nigga and you going listen to these niggas X, Y, and Z. And you know, you trying to be your businessman, but like, what
Right.
about me? Like we was backing you. So I'm
Well,
assuming that's the fallout, but I could be wrong.
I heard, and I could be wrong because this shit happened so fucking long ago.
For
But
sure.
from my understanding, Jay told Dame that people were in his ear and that he would have stayed if he could have just got his master's for reasonable doubt.
Also, Dame wasn't trying to give up the Masters.
Right. And so when he didn't do
Mm.
that, that's when Jay was like, okay, fuck it. And so,
And I'm out.
and I mean, no shade, but you see where they are now. Not that I think Dame is like, he seems like a funny
I
dude.
don't
I
feel
mean,
like
the
he.
Chatty Pattys. Thanks so much.
Thank you, appreciate that.
But I mean,
But
he's on Grown Up Hip Hop, and
I don't think Dame is doing bad. But obviously, he's not where Jay is.
right.
You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying. I don't feel like he's doing bad. I'm just saying, like, decisions, nigga.
Right. You should have just gave that man his Masters
Right.
and like kept it pushing.
But I'm sure for everybody that was on Rockefeller, like, I'm sure when they fell out, like, that was hella
Look,
awkward for
I know they was like,
everybody.
am I going with Jay? Am I going with Dame? Because Dame was that nigga. Like he was riding for them. Like it's videos out there of
Mm-hmm.
Dame walking up in boardrooms, like fighting for them. Like so, I know a lot of niggas was like, I'm rocking with Dame. Like fuck Jay. He all Hollywood or he all about the money. He like fuck us. But Kanye was like, look, I see this nigga. This nigga's going places.
Right.
I'm about to go with Big Brother.
Right.
So yeah, that definitely is a situation where like it probably put not just one but a gang of people in a sticky situation being caught in
Right.
the middle.
So I mean, it just sucks. Like it sucks when you're the person in the middle, and it sucks when you beefing with somebody, especially when you don't even know why, and the shit happened when you were 16 years old, and bitch, you need to get over it. Anywho,
Oop, oop,
so now we're gonna move into
oop. Transitioning.
yes, when our friends date our friends and then break up, and also leave us in awkward and murky situations.
Let me tell you something. I have always stayed firm. I don't like my friends dating.
Yeah.
I call me a blocker, but like as soon as a friend say another friend, like, oh, she fine. No, 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 nope, she not. She not fine. Oh, yo, that dude over there, he look good. No, 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 he not. He don't look good. Nah, fuck that nigga. Like, if I meet y'all and y'all are already a couple, that's one thing.
Right.
But if y'all are two separate individuals and we all hanging out and then y'all come together, like, I don't like it. A lot of times I try to voice it, but people are grown and whatever happens, happens. I'm cool with it as long as it's good.
Right.
But honey boo boo, when that shit goes to shit, it is bananas.
Yeah.
And I hate being caught in the middle of any situation where one of my good friends is on one side and one of my friends is on the other side. So I don't like being caught in the middle of it because like I have to consciously remain neutral. I have to be Switzerland. I need to not take no sides. Like, I listen. At that point,
Right.
I'm literally just a soundboard. you tell me what your issue is, and the other person, you tell me what your issue is. I even don't like to give advice sometimes. Like, I might give like little neutral advice, but I don't want it to be any situation where I say something to one friend and it appears like, oh, you taking my side, so you feel me then. You know
Right.
that the motherfucker's wrong, right? I don't I don't want that, because then when we become in a big group and say y'all get in an argument and all comes, Candace told me you wasn't shit. I'm like,
Right.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I say, what now? I say, what now?
Not only that, but you start to learn things. Like, I feel like we're good friends, but I'm sure that like there are characteristics about you, Dice the wife, that I'm not privy to because I'm not your husband. So hearing those details even makes it awkward. Like, I don't know if I want to know my friend in that great detail. Like, I had a friend that dated a male friend of mine, and like my girlfriend thought that I would want to sit on the phone and talk about like their sex life, and I'm like, dog, like,
No.
no, that's gross. I
No.
don't want to think
No
about
parts.
any of those body parts together. That's gross. Like,
Right.
ew.
Disgusting.
Super gross. So,
No pieces, please. Whatever y'all do, just keep it PG, because I'm going to throw up. It's
like,
gross.
ew. I don't even want, don't kiss around me. Like, for real. Seriously. Don't keep that shit in your bedroom. I don't know.
Yeah, it's super awkward, especially like you said, like if it doesn't end well. Like, it's one thing if like they get together, like everything is working well, like the chemistry is good and it doesn't mess up the flow in the whole group. But if it happens to not work out, you can find yourself in a really awkward position where the energy is off. Like, especially if y'all ended on bad terms. It's one thing if
Right.
you just like, you know what, this just didn't work out. We're gonna go our separate ways. Love you. We're gonna still hang out, whatever. But if it ends bad, it really can put the friends in the middle that are cool with both in a weird position. Like, especially if they're venting to you and they
Right.
want you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want one friend to ever think that I'm taking one side over the other. Like, I'm just like, look, it didn't work out. I love you both. Just let me know if y'all can't be around each other, because I will not invite y'all.
Let me tell you something. If I, first of all, I I had a rule where I would not date friends of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. But now I know why I had that rule,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm most definitely that bitch that is just like, I'm not gonna make it awkward, but outside of the initial high that I give the group,
That's all you get from me.
that is legit it. Like, you're invisible, you're not there. You could say something that's hella funny, and I promise I'm just gonna be sitting there like, that would be funny if it came from someone. Like, I'm
Right.
that petty bitch. And that's why that's why I had the rule. I don't know what I was thinking by breaking the rule. But I
Right.
knew that much about myself to know, like, no, you're not that mature. I'm just not. And I'm gonna just keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not that mature. If I'm around a friend of a friend that I dated, unless some years have passed, who, I'm sorry, what? Oh, nice to
What's your?
meet you.
I
My
was just
name is
about to say,
Shay.
nice to meet you. How are you?
Yeah, dead ass. Don't believe me? Just watch the next event.
Nigga, nigga, nigga. I honestly like think the best route to go when you stuck in the middle is just like, don't take sides. Like,
Yeah,
it can even get messier. Like, you get to taking sides and like it come out that you was telling one friend one thing, but you was saying something to another. One, you not being loyal, you being kind of sketchy. So it's just best to be like, look, I know y'all beefing, like y'all might not be on the best of terms. I still love y'all both, but you just let me know, like you said, how you feeling about the person, so I can govern myself accordingly. If I'm having a function,
right.
then I'll decide on who needs to be there. And if y'all like, y'all can still be in the same room, then y'all'll be there. But don't fuck up my goddamn party. Don't bring your goddamn weird ass energy to my goddamn party if you say that you can handle the shit.
Well, I am mature enough for that, and that goes for like friends or ex or anything. Like, if I know that my feelings are a bit too strong, because I am a Virgo, and so I mean the feelings, they're in abundance. I'm not even gonna lie.
Carl Thomas,
Okay,
Rothschild.
all right. None of those
Okay.
gentlemen are Virgos.
But they are really emotional. Drake.
He's a Scorpio.
But their personalities are pretty much the mascot for Virgos.
I actually think that Drake is full of shit, but no, seriously, I think.
You don't think he's like that? You don't think he's sensitive? You think it's all the act?
Yes, for money, because us bitches fall for it, and we look at us. Nice for What came out, and what the fuck? What the fuck? Cardi came out that same week, and we was like, fuck Cardi, and we've been rocking with her since Love and Hip Hop, and he came out with Nice for What, and we was like,
forever.
I'm saying,
right.
But low key, I mean, look at Drake's track record. He is not out here dating nice girls. Oh, that was rude. I'm sorry. He is out here dating nice girls with fat asses. I don't want to stereotype these women. I don't know them, so I don't want to say that. I apologize. That was very stereotypical. What I will
out apologies.
I mean, yes, because I don't want to shame anyone, because
that's true.
Twitter is not what Twitter used to be. So they will tell you that you shaming, you fat shame, you slut shame, you poor shame, you skinny shame, you whatever shame.
Yeah, everybody in the world too sensitive, but that's a whole nother topic. Like everybody in their feelings. In their feelings.
Drake, okay.
For sure.
But no, like I said, I think that Drake is just a smart dude, and he was like, oh, bitches like when I'm corny, and dudes low key do too. They just don't want to admit it. That's why he came out with the A side and the B side.
Because it definitely is two totally different vibes.
What was I talking about? How did we get here? Oh, feelings. Yes, girl, I really lost it. Yes, if I know that I'm gonna be in my feelings, I will let the mutual friend know. Like,
I'm not gonna be able
to attend. If it's like I said earlier, if we're going to a concert or like a festival, a wine festival, something like that, it's probably gonna be a group of us. So
it's not as bad, because it's not like you don't have to be in an intimate setting. But if it's like we about to go to brunch and all sit at this table, you like, maybe I need to pass on this one.
So that's just me. I mean, that's me as being on the opposite end. And like I said, if I'm the mutual friend of two friends that don't get along, I'm gonna make the executive decision just to invite who I want to invite, and explain it after the fact to the person that didn't get to make it.
Right. I'm the type of person where I'm just like, look, I'm having a such and such. This person gonna be there. You invited, so come if you want to. Like, I don't want it to, because I don't want it then for a friend to feel like I'm excluding them, and then that could look at like you taking a person's side, even though you verbally not saying like, well, I think you wrong and this person right. Like, if you start excluding people from events and they see like on damn Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram that this person is always at an event, then they might start feeling like, oh, well then you must think that I'm wrong. So then I just put it out there to be like, look, we going to X, Y, and Z. Such and such are going to be there. You're invited. You can come if you want to. If you don't, I understand. But the invitation is out there. I love you, but it's
hell
on you.
To the no, because then that means if you come, I got to be like, oh, you good? Oh, you straight? Then I got to go to the other friend. Oh, you good? You straight? Because then if I'm hanging out with the one friend a little bit too much at the event, that bitch going to still feel some kind of way. So ain't no pleasing you hoes. So no, I'm only inviting one of you. Next
and maybe
time,
I'm just mean, because I'm just like, if you come, you come, and like I'm gonna be so drunk in my own zone, like I'm not gonna have time to be babysitting people. Like, the sweet pea, your face, you good? Like, no, I'm just gonna be turned up, having fun, and be like, well, look, I gave the disclaimer for the party,
right,
or the concert. So you decided to attend, so this is what it is. Like, I'm not about to be holding hands for grown people. There are two people's hands I hold, and they are under the age of 7. So none of them are my close friends. So I just put it out there. At the end of the day, the best thing to do if you're caught in the middle, be Switzerland, remain neutral. And just like, I mean, even if you want to like state your feelings to both of them and just be like, look, I love both of y'all. Y'all gonna have y'all issues. I'm staying out of it. Don't put me in it. I love you. It is what it is. Like, it just be upfront so that they don't feel compelled to make you kind of like choose sides. Just put it out there and just be like, nah, it's not happening, Captain. I love you. Both of y'all getting invites. If you decide not to come, oh well. But look, and then over time, 9 times out of 10, this shit gonna blow over anyway. Like if you get,
unless you me.
oh Jesus, unless you're a Virgo or Leo, then that shit's gonna take years and years.
I mean, hey,
Look,
hey,
but
know
look,
yourself.
look. At the end of the day, know yourself. We got friends. We're adults, and it's gonna come to a point where everybody's not gonna get along, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And that's about it.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, we're gonna start wrapping the show on up. We're trying a new little segment though this week, where we just go over one shitty thing that happened over the week because we want to release that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get it off your chest.
And then we'll end it on a positive note by telling y'all something positive that happened this week. This week, like we said earlier, don't know what was in the air. So I know for me, it is kind of hard to dig in that bag to see what was positive. So we're just going to start on the negative shit. You want to go first or should I go ahead?
You can go ahead. Go ahead and get yours out there.
So again, not going to dig too deep into this little trip that I had that was supposed to be sexiness in paradise. But what I will say, as I said earlier, is super duper fuck United.
That's United Airlines. In case anybody's talking about United, we're not talking about the soccer team. We're talking about the airlines.
Football? No, I don't know anything about that.
Football?
Know nothing about that. So sorry, guys. Please, not me. No, United Airlines. Let's be clear. The delays, my God. The delays for no reason. There was no reason why I flew in on Delta in a hurricane and made it there without turbulence, without delays, on time, on schedule. Every single flight that I got on, and I was only supposed to be on 2, was delayed, causing me to miss every other flight. And my bag that had literally my life in it. Luckily, my car keys weren't in that bag. Was just completely lost. Nobody could provide me any information. So, fuck y'all. Like, y'all are like the cherry on a shitty fucking cupcake. Let me tell you, on my birthday. And that is all I have for the positive part is that, I'm alive. My birthday was on Tuesday. And so positive, hopefully I'll get to see next year and I can have a do-over, although this was supposed to be my do-over from last year. So I don't know, but positive.
So have you not got your bag yet?
I did. I got it today.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, good grief. They still ain't sent you your stuff? Why you start your stuff? Oh, my goodness.
That little vent would have been a lot longer.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, like, it's been a rough week. Besides the whole situation with my mom, the negative, I want to say my job. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I need my job to pay my bills. So I'm not saying where I work or what I do. But I just want to say that people that work with me have been on some fuck shit, which has in turn made me super stressed out and super busy and busier than I need to be and busier than what my pay grade is. So
a word.
So I have been in my feelings, and it has stressed me out so much that I have found myself taking it out on my loved ones, my family, which they have nothing to do with my job. And the fact that it's starting to spill over into my personal life, I don't like it. So that is the fuck you for the past week, that the negative that I've had. The positive is that I have maintained my composure and have not cursed anybody out, and I still have a job because the way that I have been feeling, I have been pushed to the tippy. I had been on the mountain on my tippy toes where I was just about to jump, and I was about to take it there. Take it there. They was gonna look at me and be like, "Wow, we did not know that you had this in you," but I have remained strong in knowing that I need this job. And I actually deep down like some of these people. So, some. Keyword is some. I don't like you all. If you're listening, I do not like you all, but I like some of you. And I need my job. And so that is the positive, is that I have had enough self-control to keep it professional, and I have not been, well, we don't get rolled up, but that I had my job, damn it. So that's my positive and my negative for the week.
Remember when we were watching The Secret on Netflix and we were trying to be super positive? I think I'm going to go back to writing like every night, okay, this is something that I was thankful for the day to help me out with this. Because sometimes we are just going to have these kind of weeks where we really just cannot think about any of the positive things that happened because there were so many shitty weeks. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
That's tight, because sometimes when you have, especially if you have multiple bad things that happen in a week, sometimes that can overshadow the positive things that, like, because you think and be like, oh yeah, I forgot X, Y, and Z happened, or like, you know, blah blah blah, things could have been worse. So yeah, that is a good situation, kind of like speaking into existence and focus on the positive, because if you start getting so overwhelmed with the negative, then you start kind of projecting that type of energy in your life, and that's not lit.
Is there anything that you want to happen in the next 7 days, or anything that's coming up that you're looking forward to?
I would like to hit the lottery and run away.
I mean, I feel like a lot of us could agree. And I'm not saying that that's not realistic, but I was thinking something more attainable.
It's definitely not realistic because I don't even play the lottery.
Oh,
so,
well,
yeah.
Definitely not.
So something that I would like to see in the next 7 days, I would like a good shift in my attitude, because like I said, the whole work situation and stuff with my personal life, it's been a lot going on and I've been tugged in a lot of different directions. So I just want to be able to kind of compartmentalize stuff that's going on with me and not take it out on my loved ones. So just having a little bit more compartmentalization skills. That sounds so fancy, but yeah. That's my goal. What about you?
JT will be coming on home Friday, so I'm looking forward to things. And you know, my birthday passed and JT was not here, so if you are listening, sir, I want just very simple things. I want a pedicure and I just want a massage, not by you, but by a professional. And that's it. That's really all I want to happen in the next 7 days.
So she putting this out on the podcast, so you know it's real. So you need to listen. By the time that you are docking,
I mean,
this will be out there and you will be listening, and so you need to make it happen.
I'm saying, like, I ain't opposed to Groupon, nigga, so.
Okay, Tiffany had just let you know. It's some lit stuff out there on Groupon, honey. You can get lit shit for less, honey.
That's all I want. So there's that.
Got it. So this ends our week's podcast. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to go to our website, www.thechattypattys.com, and you can see all of the streaming services that we're available on, and you can listen to our podcast. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Chatty Pattys, and it'll keep you updated on everything we got going on and when these episodes have been posted. And
engage with us. Let us know. You know, we're new. We're trying. Let us know what you want to hear. Some topics. Let us know if we're doing good. Let us know if we suck. Like, come on. I see.
Like, let us know. Exactly. And we definitely email us if you don't want to put us on blast on our social media or DM us. You can definitely email us at the Chatty Pattys. Oh, it's not at, but the Chatty Pattys at yahoo.com. Shoot us an email if we take critiques. We're not gonna call you out. We're not gonna put you on blast. We can take constructive criticism as long as it's constructive and you're not being shady. Then we're gonna fire you up.
And it's not from that bitch. Okay.
Ooh, okay. So I'm trying to wrap this up before she goes in. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys, or not see you. We will talk to you guys next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.